so coming up day. It's all science apart. Nobody said it was easy. Such a shame for us to give up. Nobody said it was easy. They said to be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. I was just guessing numbers and figures, pulling the cards on the card. Questions of science, science and poetry. Will speak as loud as mine. Tell me you love me, come back and hold me. Oh, when I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing our tail, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. Such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it could be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start.
What is up, everybody? What is going on? It is your friend, Unprofessional Quaba. What is up, everybody? Let's see. We got Lauren Armstrong in the house. What's up, Lauren? Kenny Dragon, Dr. Cassandra. Hi, Dr. Cassandra. Dragon Scott. Lauren said, let's go back to the start before I tried to sue you. You know what, Lauren? We'll let bygones be bygones. Thank you, Dragon. Lauren Legstrong, Matthew, Mango. What's up, Mangoes? Dan Jones, FIFO. What's up, Mandy? Happy Saturday to you. So I got a couple things today, courtesy of our great friend, Joey Joramaya. We have the I have the audio of the CawdCast featuring David Schumacher. But before we do that, we got the David Schumacher footage. So we'll take a look at some David Schumacher TCap footage first, and then we're gonna check out that that CawdCast that David Schumacher was on. What's up, Schmuckamuck? So David Schumacher, part of the he was in the Florida sting. And for those of you who haven't been keeping up on Schumacher, I think Joey's had an update on Schumacher fairly recently. Schumacher is currently incarcerated. I think I don't know if he's in a prison or if he's in a mental hospital. I know he's trying to petition to be put in a mental hospital. I was about to put some, you could put that in the refrigerator. Hey, Jonathan, don't get drunk with that. I missed the stream of yours in Arrested and it got taken down. Yeah. You know what, Lauren Legstrong, you know what? Maybe I'll edit that part out. What happened was I played, I guess, footage that I wasn't supposed to. The was it not Joseph Roisman? I forgot the guy's name. Oh, Stemmen, the Stemmen, the TCap Stemmen appearance. And I guess that was, that's bad news. It's really weird how YouTube, some shit that you can play, and then other shit they take down. I don't know like how they even decide what you can and can't play, but whatever. So maybe I'll edit that and try to get it back up. What's up, Rin? No funny business going on here. What's up, father, son? What's up, Dilily? So yeah, Schumacher's been in and out of jail pretty consistently since this TCap appearance. It's funny though, the one thing that Schumacher is probably one of the dumbest fucking criminals like in history. This is a dude who gets felony charges for like stealing like rakes and go-karts and shit. And but when it came to TCap, when he was soliciting B, dude got off the hook. I think he was the one who was, or his lawyer, not him, obviously, but he was the one who basically got most of the cases in Florida thrown out because perverted justice wouldn't release. Why they don't release those hard drives? What they hiding, yo? Sadly, motherfucking Wexler. What's up, DJ Tabo? What's up, Lauren's empty beer can? What about us? So yeah, here's the iconic Schumacher footage. I will say that like Schumacher was one of the ones who I remember when I stopped, like, you know, after TCap went off the air, I pretty much forgot about TCap until I came back to the community or found the community. I had no memory of Lorne. I had no memory of a lot of these guys, but Schumacher and John Kennelly are two. What's going on, West? Schumacher and Kennelly are two that I always remembered. And I always remembered, you know, role-playing chat room, dude. So what's up, Silent Rick? The future. Holy shit. Is David Schumacher still incarcerated? What stupid felony did Schumacher commit? Possibly born in 1970. I don't think that wouldn't be. I don't think that would be his father, because Schumacher. He was what, 20? He was in his mid-20s at the time of this arrest. So I know what's going on. Saul is in the house. What's up, Saul? What's up, Duke Raptor? I would think that I know he is David Wesley Schumacher Jr. But I would think he's a bit older than that. But because maybe it is him. Maybe it is him. I know all of the Schumachers have Schumacher, his brothers. They've all been in and out of prison, so it's possible. I found the fascination with Lauren to be very random. Yeah, it is pretty random. It's awesome, but it is pretty random. Why he was picked out of all of the predators, but you know, I ain't gonna question it. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the David Schumacher police interview, or not police interview, the David Schumacher TCap footage. So let's get it. He was missing a 13-year-old.
Here he comes.
Or 13.
Oh, there's Joey TCap. Yeah, Joey. I actually have his record up as well, so we'll be reading off some of his charges. Schumacher was born in '84, right? He tried to steal a car at a gas station in fall 2020. He's in an institution now and has a competence. Yeah, keep an eye. I have a link. Hey, Laura. Hey, JR. I have a link to Joey's channel in the description. So keep an eye on Joey's channel for all the latest updates on David Schumacher. He actually posted an update fairly recently on Schumacher, and he's got a lot of Schumacher stuff. And Joey actually gave me the audio of the CawdCast, so big thank you to Joey, and he is in the CawdCast. So we're gonna be listening to that. It's a group of legends of Lornography and the shoe. But let's start with his footage.
Cameras are in place and rolling,
My boy
including one high up in a
Frag.
palm tree. We're able to spot a potential predator's car long before he gets to our house.
Yeah, his father was born in 60.
The man walking in our
1960.
back door is 21-year-old David Schumacher, screen name Freebird 72,000. He's been chatting online with a decoy posing as a young teen named B.
Knock, knock.
And Schumacher's chat log. If you want to check out like a great analysis of like the whole Schumacher immersion pack, check out Zoe Mauve. He covers like the Schumacher, the footage, what he's kind of been up to, and then he deep dives into his chat log. But his chat log is very odd because what's going on, Logan? What's up, DNA? You wouldn't think that a guy like Schumacher would say the kind of stuff like, yo, girl, making love is like a what did he fucking say? Connection of spirits and shit. You know, whatever fucking Schumacher said. Schumacher's a fucking weirdo, man. Okay.
Hey, come on in.
There's that fucking there's Emily with that with that wig.
Our 19-year-old actress, the decoy playing B, invites him in.
And this was the one where it's pretty iconic. When Chris Hansen was coaching Emily here, he was saying, why don't you ask him if you have any greed or green? And Emily kept saying greed. So if you see like greed and green, that's where that came from. We'll smoke someone, we'll get some. We'll smoke someone, we'll get there. Sally motherfucking Wexler.
You tried one of my cookies. They're so good.
Did you make them?
Again, these Florida, I don't know, these Florida predators, man, they went ham on these fucking cookies. Not a single one of these predators said, you know what, I'm good. I don't want a cookie. There had to have been a cookie shortage in Florida. What's up, mission accomplished? I seem like law enforcement. Ain't nothing funny going on here. What's up, John? What's up, Ascension Burner? Oh, what's up, Mogul? It's 2 words. Thanks for streaming, dude. You're welcome. What's up, TCap Recipes? What's up, Lance?
Yeah, I made it myself.
All right, I eat mine.
Yeah, then we're gonna.
I like chocolate chip.
Online, he invites the girl, who told him she was 14 and a virgin, to a birthday party. And from his online chat, it appears he has his sights on a party for
Hey,
two.
Donde? CNJ
I
Dev.
want to be your first, baby.
Okay.
You gonna put my in your mouth? 'Cause I like that.
I guess I can try it.
Okay, maybe he wasn't so smooth in the chat log. Maybe all of his conversation wasn't so so flowery. You gonna put my thing? You gonna put my dick in your mouth, girl? Ooh, you charmer, David. What's up, Cat G? What's up, Dubsy?
Just let me drive, baby. I'll show you heaven.
He goes on to talk about having different kinds of sex with the virgin, and then gets almost poetic.
Yeah.
Do you want to make love or for your first time?
See, this was what I was talking about. This is where he gets all flower. This is sensitive Schumacher. You want to make love or you want to fuck for the first time?
NBC again. How y'all doing, NBC?
Called John Kenley's Tool donated $5.
Thank you, John Skinelli.
Couldn't someone have told John Kenley it was a role-playing chat room and not to show up naked?
I really wish somebody would, or a role-playing McDonald's. Yeah, I really wish somebody would have said that on your behalf, John Kennelly's stool. Thoughts and prayers to John Kennelly's stool. Thank you, JKS.
What's the difference?
What's up, Andy?
It's just raw passion, and making love is a connection of bodies, I guess.
Freebird 72,000 also mentions online that he's...
And I don't know where he got 72,000, because he was born in 1984. So I don't know where he got 72,000 from. I remember listening to the Bass Shaman reading this chat log when I was a sophomore in college. Yeah, that's still up on bassshaman.com. So if you want to hear Shaman read and do like the David Schumacher analysis, check out bassshaman.com. What's up, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. I am back.
He's going to bring marijuana.
Did you bring some green?
Now we're gonna smoke some though when we get some.
See, that's where Emily just couldn't. Greed? No, green, Emily, green. Yeah, thank you, Lauren Legstrong. What's up, Mike?
Cookies are good munchies.
Now you tell me parents rich.
She is trying so hard to pretend to. You're 14-year-old. You're not supposed to know a shitload about pot, Emily. You're overdoing it just a little bit. Cookies are good for munchies, 'cause you get munchies when you smoke the weed. When you smoke greed.
What do they do for a living?
Hey, Coyote.
Hey, why don't you have a seat right over there? Good, how are you? What's happening?
Like so many of the men who walk into this house, the man sits and answers questions.
See, now, Schumacher, if you were to hear Schumacher talk about this, and I don't know if he mentions it in the CawdCast, but he was thinking that like he had Chris Hansen shook, when in actuality, Chris Hansen had Schumacher shook. You could tell because look how jittery he is, and I think this was pre crack for Schumacher. I think this is before he found meth, the wonders of meth.
Can't figure out if I'm the girl's father or a police officer. And remember, he has.
And again, if to all the predators, if some dude walks out like that, and if it's the father, they wouldn't be that guy. You'd be getting your ass kicked right now, Shu. KS says he's missing a member from the Cottonmouth King. Yeah.
No idea he's
Crack
being
is
videotaped.
What's going on? You tell me what's going on.
Yo, I'm just here eating cookies. Sally motherfucking Wexler. Why she do that? Though?
Your dad or something?
What are you doing here?
I'm David. How you doing?
David, I'm Chris. Nice to see you. How's everything?
Good.
Chris, at least he was a proper young gentleman and introduced himself to Chris.
Birthday party?
But again, Chris hates it when predators don't recognize him. So he goes a little bit harder on these predators who don't know that he's, Chris motherfucking Hansen.
So the girl here was going to go with...
If David really knew law enforcement, like he said, he would have lawyered up right away, even if he wasn't sure if Chris was a cop or not. Yeah, you would think, Dragon. He did have some experience with law enforcement. What's going on, Shin? What's up, Covert?
You to the
I have the greed.
birthday party.
Who are you?
I'll get to that in a minute.
All right.
What's your date's name for the party?
B.
B. And how old is B?
I don't know. She didn't really tell me.
But she did tell him.
Yo, she didn't really say. I don't ask. I'm Schumacher. I don't care about that.
Online, she typed
Girl.
her age, 14, female, South Florida. And he said, what would your parents say about you talking to someone as old as me?
What's up, Wolf?
Then Freebird seems to
Oh, thank you,
worry
Wolf. Glad
I'm
to
a
be
con.
back.
You seem like law enforcement. I happen to know law enforcement.
Yeah, he is not kidding about. The Schumacher really does.
NBC again. How y'all doing, NBC?
Donde donated $3. I'm going to foot my ears for the millionth time next month.
Oh, nice.
Every time I go to the Sting House, the owner is always home, and I can't get a goofy pic of myself with my shirt over my head in front of the Sting House. It's so rude.
You know what's funny, Donde? I wonder if, I would think that the owner of the house would know. And maybe if, you throw him like $10 and say, hey, you know what? Can I take a selfie with this red shirt on? I think they would let you, Donde. I think they would let you. Oh, fuck, the ghost of Tony Farmer.
You do. So you're an expert in this area.
No, I'm just saying, you come off as law enforcement.
Really? You know how you come off?
How's that?
Somebody who's very nervous.
Chris is waiting on that line. See, this is vintage Chris. When Chris was at the Fort Myers, Chris, like the first couple investigations, Chris wasn't as quick as, but this is when This was when Chris Hansen was Chris motherfucking Hansen. Well, this is the Chris Hansen that gave no fucks. This is the Chris Hansen that I miss. This is the Chris Hansen that I want back someday.
Somebody who came over here to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
14-year-old?
14-year-old.
I read him some of what he said online.
Bad acting theater. David Schumacher pretending like he didn't know every one of the. That's another thing with the Florida Predators. They loved cookies and bad acting. What's up, Gardner Earth guy? Kelpo. Hey, Kelpish, silly little sub girl. What's up, Spencer Silvera? By any chance, are you Honduran?
Are you sexy naked? Have you ever played with yourself? You gonna put my in your mouth?
Man, I like
Because
How, Chris? How the fuck that's sexual? All I asked if she was gonna put my dick in her mouth, and you making it sound out to be something bad. You making it sound like it's something sexual. It ain't sexual, Chris.
I like that. I'll teach you.
And you're trying to
I
say...
drive truck for
I'm
cow.
trying to say it makes it look like
Yeah.
you came here.
I didn't come here. I came
To
pick
have
her
Is
up.
there any woods? You know what? I drive truck for cod. All I have is I have one side of the house, and then there's the other side of the house. So not really. What's up, Stephanie Bonilla?
Sex with
Stephanie
an
Bonilla. By any chance, are you Brazilian?
underaged girl.
We're in a role-playing chat room, dude.
Oh
And
shit!
what role
Clown
were you
with a
playing
knife.
exactly, her?
People play roles, man. Anytime.
People play a role, dude. Look at me. People play a role. It was a role-playing chat room, dude. The silliest and the subbiest. Clown with a knife. Now that is that's nightmare fuel right there. What's up, clown with a knife?
Never asked role-playing. People just talk. My God, dude. Is this some kind of hold up, man? You got a warrant? Because, I mean, if the girl don't want to come and if you...
What would he need a warrant for? You walked into somebody's house, David. Every one of these predators who get indignant, these motherfuckers just walked into somebody's house. What does he need a warrant for, Schumacher? He's not asking to search you. He's having a conversation with you.
We got a
A
problem.
warrant? What are you, a defense lawyer now?
I'm saying, man.
I've had
you
my
don't got
fair
no
share.
cause to hold me. I got no problem sitting here to talk to you.
Right, okay.
He sticks to the story that he
He's got no cause to hold you. Nobody's holding you, Schumacher.
is here to take the girl to a party. But it turns out he didn't come here alone. Waiting outside in the car is his sister and her
Yeah, and that's another thing that's fucked up about it. Now, again, I'm not going to just assume that the sister knew what was going on. But yeah, this motherfucker had his sister. He was going to pick up this 14-year-old girl with his. I don't know what Schumacher told his sister, but the fact that he had his sister drop him off to pick up this 14-year-old girl to go to some family function. Like, how fucking awkward would that be? I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what he told the sister. I would imagine that he probably lied to her and said that she was 18 or something. But, I mean, if you looked at, like, little Emily there, you would think that, ain't no way. First of all, why were you... If you were just in a role play...
NBC again.
How y'all doing, NBC?
How y'all doing, NBC?
Oh, Cord Joran's Broken Dink donated $3.
Oh my God.
How y'all doing, NBC?
I'm doing
Real
good.
talk.
Good, you?
Does it seem like David needs a 14-year-old?
No.
He can get all kinds of girls.
He got all kinds.
NBC again.
All kinds.
How y'all doing, NBC?
Oh, Cord John Kennellis Tool donated $5.
Thank you, John
I
Kennelly.
don't have a warrant, but I do have John Kennelly, and he's naked and willing to sit on you.
That's all I need. Just send him right over John Kennelly's stool. Thank you, Joran's Broken Dank and John Kennelly's stool. Two of my favorite screen names. Oh shit, CTP is in the house. What's up, CTP? What's up, freaking Rican?
2 young children. He says
What's
his
up,
sister
Jason?
was going to drive them to the party.
And your poor sister...
But what was he gonna like? Okay, so if you were just a role playing chat room, dude, why were you gonna hang out with this girl? I don't know. I don't know. What were you like expecting here, Schumacher? You saw the pictures of the girl. She told you I mean, this role-playing chat room thing, that don't fly, bro. That don't fly.
Waiting outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah. So
Because you had to come over here and have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
I didn't come over here to have sex.
Why would you put that sister of yours
I didn't come over here to have sex. I come over here to get the girl and go to the party, dude.
And then have sex with her. We weren't gonna have sex right there. I'm a motherfucking gentleman, Chris Hansen.
We learn his sister apparently didn't know he was.
I was gonna take her out for hot dogs. You like a gentleman would, Chris. I was gonna have we was gonna go out for hot dogs, dog.
Trying to meet an underage girl.
All I got to say
Later, you'll find out what
There he is. There's the iconic Schumacher disguise.
happens when I tell him I'm with Dateline.
Nothing funny going on.
Trailer trash camouflage right there. Role-playing chat room, dude.
Meanwhile, back at our house, another man thinks he has his own solution to being exposed on national television. Remember the 21-year-old who duped his sister into driving him to meet a girl who said she was 14?
Yeah, how can anybody forget, Chris? Especially considering this is part of the same show.
And we're doing a story
You do
on
look kind of
adults
familiar.
who try to meet kids on the internet.
Hey man, I don't want to be on the news. You feel me?
We are filming.
I don't want to be on the news, dog.
Well, it's a little late for that, dog.
I'm a spooky, scary ghost. I'm a spooky, scary ghost.
Now, if there's anything else you want to tell me,
He quickly comes up with a
Yeah, he quickly comes up with a disguise. Okay, maybe not the best disguise, but time was limited. What's up, Shoo Shooey? Yeah, Cat G, he did. He went cornholio. I need teepee for my bunghole.
disguise. And as far as interviews go, this may be a television first.
What's up, Ramona's
All I
diaper?
gotta say is, ain't nothing going on.
No
here,
funny
dude.
business going
Nothing
on
funny
around
going
here,
on
yo.
nothing funny going on.
No, if the girl's really 14, and I know, but
She told you she was 14.
we were in a role-playing chat room, dude.
Role-playing chat room,
You know how many
dog.
times I hear that?
Am I being held up here?
You're not being held
One
up. You're
word
free to
for
walk
you,
out that
Chris.
same door you walked
Do
in.
y'all want an interview? Hey, how y'all
Hey,
doing?
Ben.
Okay.
Hey, Ben Cartwright, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing? NBC?
NBC.
NBC.
See, now you could see how shook he is. He's all tongue-tied. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. That Schumacher is, much as you play off like you were like the alpha. Yeah, you were shook as fuck. He's not in prison right now, Raymond. He is in he got arrested in 2020 for stealing a car or trying to steal a car. And now he's in a mental institution. And then the hearing, again, keep an eye on Joey's channel. Joey will have updates on it. But he has like a competency hearing in June, I think it was. What's up? What's going on, Craig?
And you're
Chris Hansen.
All right,
Dateline
listen.
NBC.
Let me explain something to NBC.
Let me tell you how David Schumacher roll NBC. See, David Schumacher don't care about this. I wish he would refer to himself in the third person. That would have been dope as fuck if he did that. What's up, Joshua?
Second here. I don't know what kind of rap y'all got on people, but maybe y'all can get the whole story because this girl is in a role-playing chat room.
Man, wait. I'm gonna tear Sally motherfucking Wexler apart. Sally motherfucking Wexler. He's now under Nurse Ratchet's command. Schumacher is going to be lobotomized. From what he practically is. From what I heard from like on Joey's channel, he's basically, I don't know if he's acting, but he's like almost catatonic.
How's this? Can I smoke this shit
No,
right
you
now?
can't smoke this.
I didn't think so.
You can smoke outside.
All right, dude. Whatever.
He decides to go out the front door.
Run into the car. Move.
I'm Dave motherfucking Schumacher. I go out any motherfucking door I want.
That doesn't stop detectives from catching him and placing him under arrest.
The cops in Florida were, I mean, I get it because of, the gun laws in Florida, but the cops in Florida were always extra, man. They always were. The Schumacher's on the ground, and then this cop just fucking tackles his ass. They did fucking, they did Donald Morrison pretty dirty like that too, and Michael Willis. I mean, not that I care fuck these guys. I love to see them get knocked to the fucking pavement, but like Schumacher was already on the ground, and this motherfucker pulled some fucking he pulled some headhunting shit.
And when he shows up at the transfer station, police search him, and he keeps talking.
Yeah, that's the Schumacher did not shut up this whole fucking time. I mean, he was smart. He obviously didn't talk to the police, but when those cameras were running, he's a ham. You're a bit of a ham, Schumacher. When those cameras were running, Schumacher did not shut the fuck. He's like me. He did not ever shut the fuck up.
Y'all thought y'all was gonna get some green.
Get some green.
Hey, NBC,
some
two
green.
words, role playing, chat room, dude, because the girl was role playing, man.
We checked with Perverted Justice and were told he met the decoy in a Florida romance room, not a role-playing chat room.
What's that for your pedophile thing?
Yeah.
And the transcripts of his online
You might not want to call it that, Schumacher. It's not a good look. Yo, you recording me for your pedophile thing? Hold on. Let me fix my hair. If I'm going to be on the pedophile thing, I want to look fresh, boy. Oop, what did I do? Okay.
chats and phone calls were enough for police to charge him with a felony.
Good, because when I get found not guilty, I'm sue somebody.
Even after he's
I'm gonna
placed
sue
in the
your
police
ass.
car,
He was found not guilty, though. He was. They did throw out the case. Role-playing chat room, dude. That's all you have to say anytime you're in any kind of predicament where you're when you're facing law enforcement. Just tell them it's a role-playing chat room, dude.
he goes on talking.
I'm not guilty, man. Do I look like I need 14-year-old girls?
Nah, you don't look like you need 14. You get all kinds of girls. All kinds.
14-year-old girls, dude. I got all kind of girls.
And he has even more to say when he's brought to the jail.
NBC again.
How y'all doing, NBC?
How y'all doing, NBC?
It turns out there was at least one thing he said earlier that turned out to be true.
I happen to know law enforcement.
He did.
He has quite a long rap sheet. In 2002, he led police on a high-speed chase in a stolen car. He was also convicted of grand theft and trying to sell the stolen goods.
Yeah, this motherfucker is always. What's up, Edamame? What's up, Twink Toilet?
And twice.
This motherfucker is always getting arrested. This dude will be Johnny Connecticut's drug dealer. Johnny Connecticut's drug dealer. Do you have any greed? I'm looking to score some greed.
Convicted of battery.
All right, so yeah, that's the footage. So now what I have is the appearance that he had on CawdCast. This is I'll give you guys if you're kind of new to the community or to or if you're not aware of CawdCast was a series that was I don't remember if it was on Heisenberg's channel or I think it was on Joey's channel, but it was hosted by Heisenberg. And basically what it was they would just it was just like a panel where he would have they would just discuss a Predator or TCap related stuff. I don't remember how many episodes there were, and I don't remember if it was like a monthly thing or if it was like a bi-weekly or how often they did it, but they did a lot of them. So it was basically just a podcast where they just, they talked about To Catch a Predator with a lot of the content creators from the To Catch a Predator community and commenters and shit like that. So that's what CawdCast was. This is CawdCast number 8. I don't remember. It's probably a few years old. So the lineup on this CawdCast, and I'm gonna pick up on it about 11 minutes in because that's when Schumacher makes his appearance. But this one had quite an impressive lineup of classic Lornographers, a group of fucking legends. So you have Heisenberg was hosting it, and then you have Mike V. You have Sam Pendleton. Mr. Gigi is in this. let's see, you have Joey, of course. You have Kayla Kewell Moore, who is a legend. She is like one of the original Lornographers. So Kayla Kewell Moore is part of this. You have Ethan Griswold, who made a lot of great content. He was the guy who actually bought Lorne's like pedo suit, his outfit, and then he fucking torched it. He took a fucking flamethrower to the shit. I don't know if this is the one where him and Crestfallen get into it, because there was a CawdCast. I am like going to be hearing this again for the first time in quite a while. So there was a CawdCast where Schumacher and Crestfallen basically go head to head, and it was pretty fucking legendary. And then let's see, Ember is in this, and David Wesley Schumacher. So this is the CawdCast featuring David Schumacher.
With anything.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. I'm sensitive.
Hell yeah.
Well, anyway, does anybody have any comments on this stupid video that he released? And anybody care to elaborate how he who shall not be named has apparently swapped genders?
I don't know, but something tells me that we won't see a video from Lauren Armstrong in a while.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Don't fuck around.
Okay, so I'm very excited. We do have.
Okay, so now this is where I actually suggested to Ethan that he offer it to the Smithsonian Popular Culture Museum. He didn't go for that. It is an amazing debate, Kelp Pill. Well, it wasn't even much of a debate because fucking Crestfallen just wiped the floor with Schumacher. He got Schumacher's, and then of course Schumacher got fucking crazy and started pulling out like a knife and stuff. Like it was like he just got fucking buried. And again, I'm not sure is this CawdCast homemade? This CawdCast looks like law enforcement. You law enforcement?
A special guest tonight.
So this is where Ember brings on David Schumacher.
And I don't mean to just jump in all over our CawdCast hosts,
Please,
jump
go
into his
ahead.
position, but I'm very excited to have been able to have a cordial conversation with one David Wesley Schumacher, and he is with us this evening.
And the reason why. Schumacher wouldn't have had a cordial conversation with a male. I'm sure Ember used female powers to get him to agree to this. And I don't know if this was Schumacher trying to repair his image or if he was he was trying to assert his innocence to a group of people who know he's guilty as fuck. I don't know really exactly what Schumacher was thinking was going to happen with this, but whatever he thought, it did not work out for him.
Evening on our CawdCast, and this is
really him. This is not a joke. This is not somebody pretending to be him. This is really David Schumacher.
The real Shoemaker.
That's him. Yes, we're very excited. We are going to have a Schumacher-centric CawdCast this evening.
Can we role play?
And that's Ethan. Role playing chat room, dude.
Well, I'd like to.
David, you have willingly joined us in our little.
So if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see that this was the Schumacher with the braids, with the with the cornrow. That's the Schumacher that that they were talking to. He was his videos because he still has an active channel on YouTube. I'm sorry, it's not it's still on YouTube. It's not obviously not active still, but he was another one of these predators who had a YouTube channel, and his videos were like they were like ISIS videos. It was him in his basement with this weird angle with the phone like inches away from his face, you know, making threats and stuff. It really did look like a fucking ISIS video.
Our little show here today. Obviously, we're happy to have you. We're happy to have all of our guests, but you especially.
Me too, CNJ Dev. Me too.
Especially. Give us an update. What are you up to these days? What's a day in the life of David look like?
Oh, I'm pretty tame guy these days.
No, not so much, David. David was at this time. David was I believe this is when he was in Massachusetts. He was in Massachusetts hiding from law enforcement. He happens to know law enforcement. So again, this is how fucking stupid he is. He's going on this CawdCast, this public forum. All the while he's hiding from law enforcement. He fled Florida and was hiding in Massachusetts.
But I guess what the update is recently found information on the internet. Recent to me.
Oh shit! You found information on the internet? Was it Sally motherfucking Wexler?
It's been around for a while. The facts that are available online dealing with me are just outright falsehoods.
You mean your police record? Those facts that are downright falsehoods? Please continue on, David. I want to hear what are these falsehoods?
Inaccurate. I can't even describe the amount of anger.
What's up, hum along?
And watching these videos I had no idea. And then reading online things like convicted and second time convicted. It's not true. And it angers me. So I'm here.
So you think you've been misrepresented?
Yeah, man, I ain't no motherfucking felon. David, you were convicted. Now, maybe what he's referring to, and I could only assume that this is what he's referring to, is anything that goes when it comes to it's Jay. Oh, what's up, Jay? I think what he's referring to is anything revolving around the TCap sting. Because again, while he was arrested, he was charged, but he got off on, of course, on essentially a technicality. Hey, Mrs. Burt Macklin, you son of a bitch.
I've been a lot more.
You have a couple of. Yeah, go ahead.
I've been a lot more than misrepresented. I mean, we're talking hours and hundreds of hours devoted to trying to shame me. I'm shameless. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to be ashamed about.
Obviously, you don't have a mirror, Schumacher, because the dreads that you're sporting, you could be ashamed of that.
To add that quite a few of us were under the impression that you were actually made to register as a sex offender, and after my contact with you and doing some digging, I find that is not the case. So that's one thing that I know that we got wrong about you. But one of the things that I think is almost
I don't think that anyone ever was saying that. I mean, yeah, maybe. I think when you see somebody on To Catch a Predator, you automatically assume that they got arrested for it. But I think most people, especially like the people like, Joey and Tix, they knew he didn't. They knew about Sally motherfucking Wexler. They knew about Sally motherfucking. What's up? I'm just being honest. What's up, Rupert? I can't figure out the Clob tie-in. What does it mean? Oh no, I'm just. That's all that means is I'm a self-promoting. I'm a self-promoting egotistical bastard.
Surreal is the fact that you knew about the Church of Quad before accepting the invitation to get on here.
Oh, love you.
And
I died it by myself.
A lot of videos dedicated.
Shout out to I Died It By Myself. I want to throw a special shout out to I Died It By Myself. I Died It By Myself always is always so has been always so kind to me since I started on YouTube, and I do want to throw a special shout out to I Died It By Myself. Very talented artist as well. She did a lot of the art that I feature, including the Joran Super Saiyan picture, which is one of my favorite things ever.
To you, so it shows a lot of courage. Once again, I would like
Tickle?
to thank you very much for throwing yourself into the fire with all of us. I mean, my goodness, that's something that I don't believe anybody on the show would do. I didn't believe anybody on the show would do it, and when you accepted, we got quite excited. So we're very interested in hearing your point of view and your side. We have a few questions for you. I'm going to let Dawn.
That's right.
Go ahead and take Donnie. Go ahead and take the lead from here on out, and I have the.
So and then again, I don't know that Mr. Gigi didn't really say much in this. This was when Mr. Gigi was first starting out. This was before he completely blew up and became the huge YouTuber he is now. So yeah, big shout out to Mr. Gigi.
A list of questions, so whenever you'd like for me to start running them down, I will. But I also know that there are some unique questions from our CawdCast participants here, and I'd like to do those first. So I'm going to let Dawn go ahead and be the host again. And when it's my
I'm not 100% sure why Ember keeps calling him Don or Don. I'm not sure why she's saying that. Maybe she's trying to I don't know. I don't know why. But when she's saying Don, she's referring to Dan or Heisenberg.
My turn to present the questions from the community. I'll be happy to do so.
Well, thank you, Ember. I don't have much to say. I guess, obviously, like I said before, I'm happy you're with us here. You have some information, you have some beliefs, you have some facts regarding Perverted Justice, NBC, the way that they handled their investigation. You have a lot of.
He didn't have shit. They refused to turn over their hard drive. That was it. And I'll let him continue. But he tried to make it sound a lot more nefarious than it actually was.
Questions that have gone unanswered.
I wonder how big Mr. Gigi's big screen or green screen is. Well, you know what happened, Kelp Pill, is he was just kind of like a TCapper, and then he got a green screen, and then now look at him. Because that's all you really need is a green screen.
And you think there's something to this that a lot of the people who have been paying attention to this community may not know.
I wonder if Schumacher and Lauren compared notes. They made $100,000 an episode, David. I would love a conversation between Schumacher and Lauren just to hash out conspiracies and shit about Perverted Justice and Xavier. Yeah, she called him Don by mistake, and we call him Dan/Don after that. Okay.
So if I give you the next couple of seconds here to go ahead and enlighten us as to some certain revelations that you have about how Perverted Justice and the people involved in the investigation handled their case, I would love to hear what you have to say. Because from what I've heard, you have a couple of very interesting points to make about how legally the case was handled. And if you believe you are...
Let's see. CNJ says also two things. Perverted Justice fucked up in not turning over a hard drive with the chat log on it. The TCap charges were dropped to get him to plead guilty to other charges.
Yeah. I want to say innocence, or also if you believe that there's been somebody has not done something correctly, properly, that was involved in the investigation. What do you have feelings about that, or do you have something to present? Go ahead.
Well, as we all
I got all kinds of evidence, dude. All kinds.
know, I was arrested April 22nd, 2006, in connection with the Fort Myers thing. Let's see, maybe 5 months later, that county dismissed the case. Those prosecutors knew they didn't have a case. They dismissed the case. The county that I lived in picked the case up, Charlotte County. Charlotte County attempted to prosecute me, and during discovery, I became aware that perverted justice agent Stacy Kutzler.
No, not Stacy Kutzler. It's Sally motherfucking Wexler. Sally motherfucking Wexler.
Wouldn't give up her hard drive. We want.
Oh, yeah. Again, I can't plug Joey's channel enough, but there was a video where Schumacher talks about Pepe, and he talks about Michael Willis. He talks about some of the other predators that he met in his journey. So yeah, now he's gonna get into the Sally motherfucking Wexler stuff. Why did she not turn over that hard drive, yo? Why'd she do that? Why'd she do that for?
Wanted to verify that the chat logs were accurate. I've said from day one that they're not accurate. And we, after months and months, we forced her to hand her computer over, her hard drive. She got the heads up from whoever that federal agents were coming to serve a warrant. And Miss Kutzler uploaded and ran a program called WIPE, W-I-P-E, and she wiped her hard.
She wiped her hard drive, dude. Why'd she do that for? Why'd she do that?
So
Stacy Kutzler and Sally motherfucking Wexler are very naughty women. They wiped their hard drive. They wiped that hard drive, dude. Yeah, it couldn't have been because you fucking predators were sending fucking dick pics, and some of these motherfuckers were probably sending like some pretty bad shit. She didn't wipe her hard drive because she because of the David Schumacher chat log.
No, I can no longer prove what I've been saying from day one, that the chat logs are falsehoods, outright lies, slander. I don't have enough words for what it was.
It's crazy that you ended up showing, so Sally motherfucking Wexler, she fucked up this chat log, and yet here you are showing up to meet a 14-year-old. And it was just a role-playing chat room.
How heavily do you think the evidence against you was tampered with? Like, was it just a couple of minor things? But even if
I'm a tech person, the least she would need to do to permanently erase a drive is DOD 2-pass.
If it was, like, what you've been made aware that there has been a program used to wipe some information from a hard.
What's it? DJ Payne says 3 words: corrupt ass government. They all work together. Fuck, motherfucking Sally motherfucking Wexler and Charlotte County. They conspiracizing, man. They're motherfucking conspiracizing.
Hard drive, like that's pretty telling that maybe something was up. What do you think about that?
Well, what I know, this is what I know. I lived this 11 years ago. I know that her hard drive, uncorrupted, would have proven that all the chat logs that appear to be sensational pedophilia, I don't know a better word for it, it's all outright lies.
So Schumacher's contention is not just his, and that's why a lot of these assholes got off. his contention right now is that all of the chat log. So this guy is contending right now by this logic. He is saying that Donald Morrison was set up by Sally motherfucking Wexler. Mike Willis was set up by Sally motherfucking Wexler. Everybody in Florida, Hambubger, every one of these motherfuckers had that they were all doctored up chat logs. That's what he's contending right now.
Every bit of it. When I first started speaking to that girl, her profile page said she was 24 years old.
Bullshit.
I can't begin to describe the amount of things that I know are wrong.
I don't know who Chad Warren
and
is.
Attempted to
Dragon.
prove so. And I think Miss Cussler knew that she was the source of these chat logs. So
Mike says, "You losers need to get a life. This stuff was funny 5 years ago. It's getting old now." You know, you are free to not go to this stream, Mike. You do know how that works, right?
She was the one going to jail for it.
Okay,
we're going to try to put her in jail.
Before I turn it over to
no, I know Hamburger was Flagler, but he's basically saying that every perverted justice chat log, not just the Florida ones, his contention is that every perverted justice chat log was rigged or fucked with in some way. What's up, Mandy? At least he didn't use the excuse that he didn't want to go there and he never meant to do it. He said it was a role-playing chat room.
Remember to ask the questions. Why don't you take us through, had NBC not had been there, what your day, according to you and according to the facts, would have looked like? What was supposed to happen that day?
Well, it's been 11 years ago to the last weekend. Now, if anybody who can jump on real quick and Google Punta Gorda Block Party 2017, we're not talking about a couple kegs in the front yard. We're talking about the city is shut down and there's thousands of people in the square. We were going to a block party. Then we were going to a birthday party. Eat, drink, smoke weed.
Smoke some greed.
Good day. So the fact that police first made the accusation that I'm coming to the house to have sex with the girl there. I mean, anybody who watches the footage knows that that's not right.
The chat log was rigged and I showed up at the house. Exactly, Spawn. I mean...
Agreed.
Got all kinds of girls.
He does.
Because I got all kinds of girls.
So yeah, that was Joey. I don't know how aware. I don't think, because they parroted a lot of his lines back to him the same way that people do to Lorne, and I don't know how aware he is of that's what's happening. That when Joey says he got all kinds of girls, that that's a David Schumacher line.
So the perverted justice is, and Stacy Kutzler specifically,
and Sally motherfucking don't forget about Sally motherfucking Wexler. What's up, Tiggy? Tiggy got all kinds of girls. Vexy, what's up, Vexy? Vexy got all kinds of girls.
Are criminals. They're criminals. I don't know who.
This is the pot calling the kettle black a little bit. So yeah, perverted justice. They're all a bunch of fucking criminals. Not like Schumacher.
Who they done, or who they have done this to before?
Who's out stealing fucking go-karts?
But I know what they did.
Lord Armstrong.
Yeah, Lorne Armstrong. He was innocent as fuck.
You know, David, I'll share something that, having watched a lot of
Okay, so then now this is Ethan talking right now.
These videos and having seen people, the fact that I believe it was your sister and her child, maybe a niece or nephew of yours, showed up at the house. That to me screams like, you know, not ill intent. I mean, I think that you were coming there to take somebody out of the house to do something that didn't involve sex, because you wouldn't have had close relatives there.
What's up, Riots?
Cord Clobber's browser history donated $5.
Oh, fuck, no.
You goddamn degenerate clobber.
Shit.
The next time you want to watch Joran the Barbarian hentai, turn on incognito mode.
I know. Why do I always forget that? I thank you, Clobber's browser history.
With you.
So yeah, no, Ethan. If it sounds like Ethan is being sympathetic, Ethan, it was really good at like getting these motherfuckers to talk by pretending to sympathize with them. No, Ethan knows that Schumacher is a piece of shit. So if it sounds like he's agreeing with Schumacher, it's just a means to get Schumacher to keep talking.
You know,
I don't think anybody is denying what you said. You're saying that you were.
How y'all doing, NBC?
Oh, called David's whose burn phone donated $3.
Oh, shit, David's
I got all kinds of burn phones.
You got all kinds of burn phones. You think I need burn phones? I got all kinds of burn phones. Thank you, David, whose burn phone?
We're going to take somebody to a party, or parties, whatever, block parties. Yeah. I think you had made plans, right?
The police's accusation originally rested completely on the fact they were trying to prove I came to the house to have sex with her there. Lee County doesn't have any jurisdiction. Yeah.
David, have you read the version?
Okay, and then this is Sam Pendleton.
Version of the chat log that appears on the Perverted Justice website?
What's up, Sean? I don't want to be in the stream, dog.
I've read the version that the prosecutor gave me 11 years ago. I mean,
but you've never looked at the one that's publicly available on the website?
I noticed that Perverted Justice says that I've been convicted, very vaguely convicted. Perverted Justice's information is trash to me, so I'm not going to waste my time reading it. Everything in the
Chad Warden was a persona made by a teenage girl, which turned into one of the biggest trolls on YouTube before people knew what trolling. Oh, I had no idea. Dragon, I didn't know what that was.
Those logs, I don't know. They could have. Who knows? They could have changed them again. I know what the case. I know the case. The case is, the chat logs that matter.
So is your contention that the version of the chat log that you've read that was in prosecution, that it was doctored or edited, or that it was made up wholesale?
No, it was doctored. It was doctored to sensationalize.
Every one of these motherfuckers, like this is straight out of the Lauren Armstrong, right out of the Lauren Armstrong playbook. Every one of these motherfuckers said that this shit was doctored.
I don't even know what to call it, a frame up. I think that my entertainment value to that episode
What's up,
blinded
April?
Producers.
Yeah, April says, what's so great, they're just like adults, except smaller, massive, and more annoying. You'd have to ask Schumacher, April. I don't know.
And whoever who may have known, I think that it blinded them because of, I don't know. I'm not involved in about the ratings or anything like that, but I'm sure that.
This is again right out of the Lauren Armstrong files. They were looking for ratings from David Schumacher. I'm the biggest motherfucking thing on NBC, yo. I'm the biggest. I'm David motherfucking Schumacher, boy.
Money is the ultimate root.
It's always fucking doctors. Everyone, these predators always get fucked over by doctors.
Of perverted justice's equal activity, especially in my case.
Dave, the Perverted Justice liked you so much on the chat that they faked it and made you come out because they knew you would be so popular?
No. What I mean is later.
I mean, that's what he made it sound like. That was a great question, Joey, because that's exactly what you made it sound like. Joey basically asked him if they framed Schumacher specifically because he was going to be so popular, and that's what I was getting from what Schumacher's little rant there.
Later on, after my arrest, they said we got to have this guy, make it happen.
After your arrest,
how familiar with the show To Catch a Predator? How familiar were you with that show before going to the house that day?
I've never seen it, and I've never seen any other episodes except mine.
And what did you? Did you watch the episode in your entirety, or did you watch only your segment?
Maybe only my segment. Been a long time since I watched that.
David, do you remember anybody else from the Sting? Any of the other guys that got arrested?
Do I remember? I remember being in booking with a few of them. Do I know them? No.
Hey,
I mean,
and carrots.
I don't know them. I remember vaguely. I remember them vaguely.
Was anybody?
What does? I was going to ask. What does Chris Hansen smell like?
That's a very good. See, that's why Heisenberg was hosting this shit, because Heisenberg asks the questions that matter.
Chris Hansen, man. You know, in hindsight, if I had hindsight, I would have fucking grabbed that dude by his throat and wiped that fucking smirk right off his face.
Too late for that, dog.
Yeah, exactly, Ethan. A little late for that, dog.
Listen, Chris Hansen.
And you would have caught a charge for that. See, that's why you always do dumb shit. You would have gotten off because you did for the soliciting the minor, but then you would have went in for fucking smacking Chris Hansen. And then what's his face? Ron Knight would have just beat the shit out of you, David Schumacher.
Chris Hansen ain't no better than the rest of them, man. Chris Hansen ain't no better than the rest of them.
Hey,
Chris Hansen
CBD and push-ups
doesn't work at NBC anymore.
So yeah, you're talking to the TCap community. You're telling us that that Chris Hansen doesn't work at NBC anymore. Thanks, thanks, Schumacher. We've actually been following. We got you. Appreciate it.
Because of the pressure
look out, y'all. We got a badass over here.
Put on his ass.
You're right about that.
Yeah, he got caught with on the fucking.
He got caught 6 years later kissing somebody and he got fired. He didn't get fired because of David. Sorry.
No.
But Joey keeping it real for Schumacher. That's what happened. Schumacher. He didn't get fired because he framed David Wesley Schumacher.
David,
6 years. 6 years.
Yeah, he's the city version of Lorne, a version of Lorne who has a bed and knows how to use a DVD player. Yeah.
After me.
6 or 7 years after you, he got fired. He worked there till 2013.
But I'll tell you, Lorne was a better, because Lorne drives drunk all the time, and Lorne stole that $30,000 and got away with it. So Lorne is, as a criminal, is a little bit better than Schumacher, because Lorne commits crimes all the time. He's got all kinds of crimes, all kinds. But Schumacher, every time he steals a go-kart or breaks in to like a dollar store to steal a rake, fucking Schumacher gets caught. He's a terrible, terrible criminal.
TCap Predator didn't go on for 6 or 7 more years.
It went on for another year and a half.
That's what I mean.
So, Schumacher, would you please explain To Catch a Predator to Joey's TCap channel?
That's what I mean. That show.
That show got canceled because of your appearance?
Yeah, because I put pressure.
How y'all doing, NBC?
Oh, called Gorilla Face Gwen donated $3.
Thank you, Gwen.
Still waiting for you to come smash this gorilla puss.
Oh my
2 pork
goodness.
pies and I'll share the biscuit and gravy recipe. Love you, Clobber.
Love you, Gwen. I am making plans immediately. Thank you, Gwen. Jeez, my goodness.
Pressure on him, and I'm not the only one. I mean, the guy in Texas. People were.
Yeah, TCap.
There were a lot of people upset in Texas.
Well, the guy that fucking shot himself.
Do you feel like do you have any confidence that you would be able to go through the version of the chat log that was in prosecution and identify the areas that were edited or doctored?
Absolutely, man. There's things in there that never a day in my life have I ever said, much less said to a female.
Wait, you're saying things were added? You're saying there were added things, not subtracted?
No, I don't think they subtracted anything from me. They may have added stuff.
That's shit, that's even worse.
That's what I think. And listen, they definitely subtracted whatever.
Didn't you just say literally a second and a half ago that they didn't subtract anything? What's up, Omega? Who's Louis Conrad? How many people showed up to Bowling Green. What are you talking about, David? Yeah, I don't know what David's talking about.
Documentation, this girl's original profile, wherever, you know what I mean? That's gone.
So they subtracted that, David.
Was it a role-playing chat room? Was it a role-playing chat room?
No, it wasn't. It was.
Damn, you. So you lied to us, Schumacher? You lied to Chris Hansen? You said it was a role-playing chat room, dude. How can we trust you again, Schumacher? You're going to think I'm stupid. It was his job to interview, so don't get tough with him. Right, exactly, CTP.
It's called Yahoo Adults.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was, again, this is all you predators use this excuse. It's a role-playing chat. It was a chat room called Yahoo Adults. And Yahoo Adults, Yahoo didn't have the greatest security in the world. So this girl went in, said she was 13, and you're pulling this shit just like Lauren, where you're saying, well, it was an adult chat room that a 13-year-old kid got into, or a 14-year-old kid. All of you predators do the same shit. You know what? If you're in an adult chat room, dude, and some girl comes in and says she's 13 or 14, you stop fucking talking to them, David. You don't talk about your dick.
Do you feel, I mean, regardless of your innocence or not, besides the fact that you were caught, quote unquote, on the show, though you didn't serve any jail time for it, do you feel any
Clobber, did you see David's brother get taken down by a canine on his bike? Funniest video ever. As a matter of fact, I have that video. If I don't play it, I will. Maybe I'll play it. I don't know if it's private or not. I could always link it.
Remorse for what happened that day.
Remorse for what my actions?
No one got hurt.
Nah, it ain't even that. My actions were.
I was pure.
My actions have been debated and questioned, and I'm here to tell you right now that girl's only 4 years old, and that's a fact.
Remember how those cops were yelling at your sister and shit with her kids? That was fucked up.
They tortured my family, my sister, my niece. My niece had to go through the ringer. She was 5. I want to kill these fucking cops, dude. They're lucky.
Not a smart thing to say while you're hiding from police, Schumacher. What's up, Pam?
Lucky that I'm a lot calmer than I used to be.
That's awful.
I mean,
how's your family doing today, by the way?
They're all in jail. Every single one of them, Heisenberg.
You know, having babies and getting older.
Getting chewed on.
I don't know who said that, getting chewed on, but that referred to his brother who got attacked by the dog.
My brother. That's another cop. He ain't a cop no more. He better hope they don't see him. That cop is see, that's what I deal with where I live at. That's where I live at. The police, they are 100% trying to get people like me and the people I know. And they'll go through extremes to do it. My brother.
To quote Jim Carrey in Liar, Liar, you know why that is, Schumacher? Stop breaking the law, asshole.
Brother, chewed on by that fucking dog. Man, hurt my.
Oh yeah, we all saw that.
Broke my fucking heart watching that, and that's.
The cops were real fucking assholes to his sister, though. Yeah, they were. That I will agree with. They were. I mean, but they didn't know what. Yeah. They were assholes to the sister. I do agree with that.
You know, listen, we're not just talking about an isolated incident with me and my brother. During that whole time with the Dateline thing, I was arrested on 15 felony charges. None of them stuck. I was arrested for a stabbing incident where the victim at the scene told the police it was too black. I mean, listen.
Hey, look at straight weird flex there, Dave. I was arrested 15 times, motherfucker. That shit never stuck. I'm the Teflon pred, baby.
If people,
I don't think you look like two black dudes.
Was this the guy that you threatened, the witness? Is that why that story changed? No.
He may have been.
David, are you still with us?
Frozen.
Google Hangouts and suck my dick, dude. I've been booted like 3 times. Hey, there he is.
Worse than AOL.
David, I got a question. Was everybody set up down in Fort Myers, or just you?
I mean, I can only speak for myself, but if we were to go and look on Florida's sex offender list, they're probably all there.
Yeah, basically almost all of them. Yeah.
So yeah, dude, you're saying that you're basically saying that you were the only one set up in Florida. I mean that's what you're saying right now.
Yeah. So they just picked on you.
No,
I don't understand why they chose to be an adult for you, but kids for everybody else.
That's a good question, Joey. Why just you, Schumacher?
Lee County dismissed the charges. The county.
But why would perverted justice lie on your case but not the other people's cases?
Listen, if you put a gun in my head and told me to guess, I'd say that they have tampered with others. That's my best guess. I have no evidence.
All right. But wait, let's think about something for a minute here. Michael Willis, not charged. Gosling, not charged.
They were charged. They got off because they.
Charged but released. And then David Schumacher, it sounds like the same thing.
How much time did this guy? He got no time, Pam. This guy got off. His lawyer tried to subpoena the Sally motherfucking Wexler's hard drive. She wouldn't give up the hard drive, and then the lawyers for the other predators, they kind of piggybacked on that. So that's why Schumacher got off. That's why Gosling got off. That's why Bug-Eyed Mike got off.
Maybe Fort Myers was a fucking sham, except for Don Morrison, who was guilty as fuck. I mean, dude, David, you're articulate. You don't seem to be hiding anything. I mean, I think that this sort of conforms with the story. I mean, I'm just saying there's some inconsistencies with that sting in general that we don't know the answers to because nobody was there and there's no answers. There's no.
By that point, the show had stopped being like informational journalism and started
sensational.
Can somebody enlighten me? Can somebody enlighten me to what he's just talking about? Two other people from.
There was a guy named.
So he doesn't know the names of the other predators. So they're bringing up predators, and Schumacher doesn't even know who the fuck they. I would have thought that you would have made Fast Friends. I would have liked to have seen a spinoff where like you and generic white male and Brian Gosling got like an apartment together and just did wacky shenanigans. I would have been all for that.
Brian Gosling that had the fucked up blonde hair that was super creepy. He got off because PJ didn't submit their hard drives. Yeah. There was Michael Willis who had the really tight tank top and the white shorts and the really weird bug eye.
Yeah, but he made that look good, Joey. You have to admit.
And the New Balances.
Yeah, he was Billy Good though.
He admitted to everything in court, but again, the hard drives weren't submitted. And then there was a guy named Thomas Moffat that hung out until the girl would bring out a library card to prove her age that she was 13. And he got off because he left the house in the middle of before the cops came. And Florida's a pretty liberal state, and they let him out for that. So those three guys got off. Everybody else got convicted.
All right. Well, the circumstances with mine are strictly that the hard drive came back tampered with.
They wiped the hard drives because a lot of the predators would send, a lot of the gentlemen would send child pornography to the decoys. And there's a zero tolerance law with child pornography, and they were scared to submit the hard drives to court.
So Joey just blowing up your fucking theory, David Schumacher. So it wasn't, what's going on? Hi, it's Rupert. What's up, Frank? So Joey basically just blew up Schumacher's theory that it was, they were adding and subtracting, yo. They were adding and subtracting. Joey is telling David why they wiped those hard drives.
That's the reason the hard drives got wiped.
Yeah, get your library. It's funny that the Florida like a lot of those guys are on my most hated predator, like Gosling and Thomas Moffat is probably one of the guys I hate the most.
Well, I mean, I
You
like
didn't
to
do
think,
that.
I like to think that the reason they wiped the hard drive in my case is because they knew they were fucking straight bullshitting.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you like to think, David, but that it's not the truth. I'd like to say, I'd like to think that I'm, you know, just fighting off breets every day long, but it's not the truth. So yeah, it is nice to like to think something, but
NBC.
There's a reality.
How y'all doing, NBC?
Hey, Disney girl.
Oh, Cord Fenreath R. Wolf donated $5.
Thank you, Wolf.
Can't help be continually blown away by Schumacher's disappearing act on screen.
Yeah.
David plain ain't got shit on him.
I know, right? At 1 minute you see Schumacher, next minute there's just a plant there, a plant with a hat on.
Yeah, well, you'd like to think that, I'm sure.
Hey,
well,
Allison.
I'd like to add also that there are men who will send naked pictures of kids to other kids to get them comfortable with the idea and to normalize sex with children. And I believe that in Perverted Justice's case, they received photos, and they did it quite often. And they were volunteers. So I would like to offer that perhaps somebody had not reported having received child pornography.
No, that's all bullshit.
So that might be another reason why some of them didn't want to give up their hard drives.
Because they
I believe that there was another case in which they requested the hard drives and they weren't given up, but I don't know if anybody had ever sent somebody to seize them. So David, you said that somebody actually went to seize the computer that was used to be the decoy in your chat. Do we know if that was FBI or Marshals or who did that?
It was either FBI or Marshals One. It was one of those two agencies.
And so that was because it had been subpoenaed or ordered by the court somehow?
That's right.
And do you have any paperwork to support that claim?
Yeah, I do.
Great. Would you be able to provide us with that?
Yeah, right now I'm waiting on this lawyer. Send it in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his name's Michael Farrington here in Boston, outside of Boston. And
keep in mind, he was not supposed to be leaving this. He's saying he's in Boston. Dude is hiding from the police and wasn't supposed to leave. To leave. Yeah, it is, Allison. That's Ember. Dude was not supposed to have left Florida at the time.
Boston?
I'm close.
All right. I'm in Connecticut, man. I'm close too.
Yeah, I'm close. Sorry, I had to go get this charger. My phone died.
Oh, okay.
Go Celtics.
No, I got it now.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're anticipating that because if it's something that we love, it's
yeah, right. William Fetter says it's in the mail. I got proof. My dog ate the proof, and my brother.
Be able to get our hands on the original resource. The
same dog that ate my brother ate the proof, yo. Sally motherfucker Wexler.
The paperwork from the courts and everything that's raw, because if it's raw and untouched, it's better, I think, if we want to make up our minds about something with which we'd like to form an opinion on which. So I believe that if you were able to furnish us with any of that documentation, people who might look at you as just another one of these guys who likes to fuck kids on the DL and deny it would actually be able to have their hands on something concrete that would be able, that's not provided by you or some vigilante group that doesn't.
Roscoe ate the documents in a jar of mayonnaise.
have or maybe has minimal law enforcement training but are not law enforcement. We want to be able to see that for ourselves. There are some of us who are skeptical. There are lots of us who are starstruck, I guess you could say, and they couldn't believe that you'd be on, that it was a joke. But at the end of the day, what this community is about is finding out the truth. And we all hate kid fuckers, and I hope you do too. And if we can do anything to give you a platform to counter what a lot of people have said in videos and forums, I think this right now is the most appropriate place to be able to do that. So,
and again, all of this like sympathy, like all of this like I guess you would call it something, whatever. It's just to get more shit from Schumacher. That's all it really is. What's up?
NBC again.
Voice to voice.
How y'all doing, NBC?
Ocord CB Push-Ups donated $3.
Oh, shit.
Just wanted to say thank you for providing us with hours of entertainment, Clobber.
Oh, thank you, CBD and Push-Ups. And thank you for giving me the workout regimen that is going to make me super fucking powerful.
When you are willing and able to provide those documents with us, and we have your permission to share them, I think that would be a great light bulb to shine on something that we've never been provided with. Because there have been multiple discussions about the integrity of perverted justice, despite the fact, and I believe it's a fact, that they've busted people who have ruined the lives of children. I think that sometimes the things that they've done are less than professional. So yeah, that would be great if you could give us those things that you get when your lawyer provides them, Mr. Farrington.
Those documents contain a lengthy battle in the courts to get an order.
Do I do chat donation? Yeah, well, there's a link in the description for that. Voice to voice.
Perverted. Hand those hard.
Oh, what's up, Rob Michael Band? I do want to throw a shout out again to Rob Michael Band. That was that was the opening song that I used for the intro to this stream. It's the Rob Michael Band. Great lornographer and great musician. I have a link to his channel in the description, so check out my man the Rob Michael Band.
Drive was over when it finally happened. When we finally got the order, we got a report from whatever law enforcement agency that served that one, saying that it was corrupted. The drive was corrupted. So
So I don't have the video up, but it's basically like a found foot. What you'd be looking at right now, it's basically David is. I'm basically watching the Blair Witch Project because he's just like got this camera all over the place right now, and that's why he's like breaking in and out. I don't know what the fuck he's doing right now, but that's why he's
NBC again. How y'all doing, NBC?
Ocord Payne 1 donated $3.
Oh, thank you, DJ Payne.
Schumacher's documents look like a blueberry pie. Perfect.
Yeah, that's what they look like. A blueberry pie. You got all, but the thing is, DJ Payne, he's got all kinds of documents. All kinds of documents. I got documents for days. Sally motherfucking Wexler got them. Why she do that? Thank you, DJ Payne.
That's in an affidavit form. I know it.
Yo, I got it in affidavit form. I got it in Microsoft Word form. I got it in Beat form. I got all kinds of documents.
Hey, David.
I got that shit in Play-Doh. I got all kinds of documents. Just tell me what you want. I got your documents. I got your documents, boy.
Real quick, while I got you, I gotta say, first off, regardless of everything else that was in that footage, you gave a textbook perfect handshake to Chris Hansen.
That is true.
You had a firm grip. You made eye contact. You introduced yourself. Perfect handshake.
Like a gentleman.
Just want to say that.
He was quite the gentleman.
As opposed to everyone
I've had a lot of weak, terrible handshakes in my day.
Pretty good sport.
Perfect. What's that?
For the record, I'm a pretty good sport, but I want to know that I am not happy. I'm not happy with the coverage that I've received.
David Schumacher, not a big fan of the To Catch a Predator community. But, yo, I'm a good sport. Can you get a song by the Jim Roush 5? I'm going to try, Drive. I'm going to try.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, yo, I got a great motherfucking sense of humor, except all you motherfuckers who call me a motherfucking pedophile.
To the coverage.
Hold on, real quick. Amber, I gotta know, David, the cookies that you ate, were they delicious? Were they home baked? Were they store bought? Everybody wants to know. Go ahead.
Wow.
Heisenberg is journalism as fuck. Look at you, Heisenberg, getting all journalistic.
That's a tough question considering that's 11 years ago. I will say that chocolate chip cookies are my drunk food, so I don't think it matters to me.
Hey, don't hate on me, but I prefer oatmeal raisin. I know I'm a weird minority.
Yeah, that's weird. You should have went first for the introductions, nerd.
And then the rest of this debate is just Schumacher and Heisenberg debating. The rest of this video is just 40 minutes of David Schumacher and Heisenberg debating on chocolate chip versus oatmeal raisin. So a little spoiler there.
David, I wanted to say you said that you weren't happy with the coverage. Are you talking about the coverage from Dateline, or are you talking about the YouTube videos that analyze everything about your segment?
Yeah, all the above. I mean, Dateline started this whole thing. Perverted Justice, Dateline. They all started this whole thing, but it snowballed on the internet to
Yo, it's everybody's fault but mine. It's everybody's fault but mine's.
Unbelievable proportion. Unbelievable. So all of it's not fair considering the fact that I was never convicted of any of this fucking sexual bullshit.
Hey, David, that actually has to do kind of with a question of mine. I've been booted 3 times from the conversation, so sorry if you already brought this up. But
so that right now this is Mr. GG talking. This is Mr. GG, Mr. GG.
I wanted to ask you if Dateline left out anything significant from the physical interview. That because you said you saw your own segment, so I was wondering if they left out anything from the interview that you would consider significant at all.
Well, I think they left it off TV, but I've
Voice to Voice says mini so thanks Klaba, keep up the good work. Thank you, Voice to Voice.
Recently seen it on the internet saying things like we're leaving. Come on, let's go. They didn't air that, but I think that is somewhere online.
Dude, do you want them? Did you want them to air the entire 50-minute footage? That you do realize that shows like this are fucking edited, right, Shu?
I think I've seen it recently, but I think that it mattered. They kept saying I'm there to have sex with that girl. I'm there to take her and go.
And they played you saying that on the show. So I don't know. I don't know what your issue is here. These excuses that you're making, you made them on the show. We all heard them. So I don't know what they edited that was that painted you in a bad light.
David, would you mind sharing with our listeners something about what your day-to-day life is like? Some of the sorts of things that have been normal for you.
Stealing rakes and getting baked, baby. That's what Schumacher do. That's my day-to-day, Pendleton. Stealing rakes and getting baked, bitch.
You and the time between this thing and currently, what do you do for work? That sort of thing. What sort of stability have you had in your life? Are you single?
All right, well, I mean, I can answer some of those questions. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I'm at. Nothing like that. But I'm a tattoo artist by trade. I also do construction.
That sounds like somebody we know. You do construction staff? And how would you like to get a tattoo from David fucking Schumacher? How fucked up would that be?
I mean, I smoke weed and I play Xbox and PlayStation.
And commit felonies. You forgot about that part. And not just Grand Theft Auto felonies. You're out there living Grand Theft Auto. You're out there pulling people out of fucking cars and going on missions and shit.
I work. You're a big tattoo guy?
Can we see your tattoos?
Well, I know they're listed on there, but I'm not prepared to be stripping my clothes off right here, right now.
God damn it!
How many tattoos do you have?
I have quite a few, I think. Quite a few.
Dave, I got a couple questions from some people. Somebody wanted to know when you first got there, you were playing with the TV remote control. Did you change the channel, or did you turn the TV on or off?
See, these are the kind of questions that boggle my mind. Like this is.
I know, right? And some people want to know the little minutia BS stuff. It's fascinating for some people.
That's the truth.
I mean, and you know what? That's one thing that I specifically remember.
Yeah.
ESPN was on. I tried to. It was on mute. It was on mute. I tried to turn it up. I'm trying to listen to ESPN while I'm waiting. There's no batteries in the remote. I couldn't turn it up.
What are some of your favorite teams?
I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a Heat fan.
Are you a
Cowboys,
Celtics fan? You're not a Celtics fan. You're from
It's fucking phone. I don't.
Not a Celtics fan.
Now, David, I know you're not a fan. Like the guys, the people on the phone here are huge fans of this show. We know everybody's name and what they do.
Hey, Dark.
Yeah.
This is our
atheist?
fucked up thing. Now, when you were in processing, you were with a bunch of people that we want more info on. And you might not know the names, but did anybody do anything weird in processing? Did anybody cry? Did anybody break down? Did anybody fight with each other? Anybody do anything goofy like that? Maybe we can find out what they looked like.
All right,
I have a feeling you did not cry.
I don't remember these dudes' names, man, but I can.
Schumacher plug in ESPN. They probably don't want the promo from you, Schumacher. What's up, Dupay's fashion consultant? How many tattoos do you have? A few, I think.
I can.
Do you remember a big fat bald guy?
There was a big fat dude. That's the cowboy dude.
Oh yeah, Coffin, right? With a red vest unbuttoned.
Yeah, I love that. I do love that he called Thomas Coffin the cowboy dude, because the vest and the big black hat.
Yeah, and the cowboy hat. That guy. Crushed.
Yeah, so that dude was fucking.
Tell us
character.
About him. Why? What did he do?
He was a gross human being. That's what I'm gonna say.
Wow. What did he do gross?
I don't even know what he did. I don't even know what they said he did. All I know is just his appearance and his presence. Right. That's it. That's what I know.
He was looking for work.
Yeah, he was out there looking for work.
Anybody else?
I remember a Chinese dude. I remember like an Asian dude.
An Asian guy? No. From Fort Myers. There wasn't an Asian guy down there.
Fort Myers.
I don't remember an Asian guy.
Might have been in for something else.
The restaurant.
No, that was Flagler. That was a Flagler.
Yeah, there weren't any that made the broadcast.
Maybe he wasn't on TV.
Yeah.
Positive he was Asian?
He could have been some kind of Spanish. He had brown skin, and I'm pretty sure he was Asian because
Marvin
Lackham.
Oh, the guy with the rose, maybe. He had like a black shirt.
Marvin Lackham, the naked guy. He was
Yes, he said. Yeah, he was Asian or some shit. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Cat fucker.
Yeah, the guy with the cat, the fucking Cool Whip and shit.
Wait, was he fat?
Yeah, exactly. Donde the Marvin Lackham is who Schumacher. Let me keep playing it.
Skinny, short dude.
Yeah. This guy brought he took his clothes off. And he brought Cool Whip, and he wanted to have.
Thomas Coffin lived next door to my girlfriend in high school. Ooh, my God, Magpie! Holy shit, was he a creep back then too? I'm sure he was.
The girl blow the cat, and then he wanted to fuck the girl after she was blowing the cat.
That's a real crazy one.
Yeah, great party, man.
Not in Shoemaker fashion. Yeah, it's not.
And that's the shit that I got to deal with, right?
Big Kahuna Burger, he's deaf. He can't hear you, Big Kahuna Burger.
There's motherfuckers doing shit like that fucking me up.
You get lumped in. Man.
So what was he doing? What was he doing? Was he still wearing a towel, or did they let him put an overcoat on or something?
He was wearing whipped cream.
The dude was in the holding cell next to me, and I said, "Hey, buddy, what just happened to you? What just happened to you?"
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what just happened. I'm trying to figure out what just happened to me.
Right?
And motherfucker start acting like he don't speak no English and don't want to talk to me like I'm the fucking police in the cell next to him or something.
Oh, you know who that might have been? That might have been Pepe.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't Marvin Lankham he was talking about. He was talking about Pepe. So Schumacher was trying to have a conversation with Pepe, and if you know To Catch a Predator, you know that Pepe was deaf. So Schumacher thought Pepe was ghosting his ass when in reality he fucking couldn't hear your dumbass Shu.
Pepe was deaf.
Pepe was deaf. Deaf guy.
Pepe was deaf.
So Schumacher was having this full-on conversation with Pepe.
God.
Yeah, David, there was a deaf guy on your segment. Check this out. They told her she was deaf. She called out for him, "Hey, Pepe," and they said, "No, he's deaf." And I think she said, "Hey, Pepe!"
Yes, scream louder.
There, Donde. That's a lot better. Thank you, Donde.
He
only heard think Poppy. He'd let her know that.
What we got to do is sit down with David and watch the show, and he can fill us in on like some of these guys.
I want to add this. The police act like they caught me. Like let me tell you something. If I wanted to run, I would have been 4 blocks before them dudes got out of them trucks.
Dude, they said you had rabbit blood before you showed up.
Oh yeah. Because they know my record, run from the police. That's what...
Why are you bragging about that, David? Why are you bragging about? What's up, Jesse? Yeah, man, nobody run from the police like your boy David Schumacher. Now, I'm not trying to flex. I ain't trying to flex, but I run from the police all the time, all the motherfucking time. And the reason you didn't run, David, is because your sister was right there. You weren't going to go. You weren't going far, David. I mean, yeah, maybe you could have ran away for a block, but they were gonna find your ass, David. I mean, they had your sister right there. So I don't know why he's doing this. Is just a weird fucking flex. Was this from the CawdCast? Yeah, voice to voice. Yeah, it is.
What I do.
All right, I got another question for you. Your sister was your ride that day. What did you tell her before you got in the car? You said, "Hey, we got to go to this address." What? Just pick up this girl that I met.
We're supposed to pick up this girl and her friend. Take her to the party.
Yeah, see, Mo, I'm really good at running from the police, so I'm winning at life, dog.
There was a friend.
Yeah, I think I seen the chat online where they were analyzing that, but nobody didn't really say nothing about that. Yeah, I'm supposed to pick up 2 girls.
About 10 dozen.
Let's get clobbered to 6,900 in 2022. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
2 dates to a party?
Come on.
We know you got it in you. We saw how you were dressed fresh to death.
All kind of girls.
Hey, David. I got another question for you. It's probably a no, but I mean, I don't know.
How y'all doing, NBC?
How y'all doing, NBC?
CPS donated $20.
Oh, thank you, CPS.
Sorry I'm late. I was in a role-playing chat room with Sally motherfucking Wexler. Yo.
God damn it! I knew it, CPS. You're out there. You're out there. Fucking with documents, CPS. Thank you so much, CPS. Always a pleasure to see you. But I'm a little disappointed that you out there hanging out with Sally motherfucking Wexler. She dirty, dude. She dirty. Sally motherfucking Wexler. That girl dirty, dude.
I don't know what kind of rap they had on you, but I was gonna ask you if you've ever been recognized from To Catch a Predator. Actually,
I mean, where I'm from, motherfuckers know me. Know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, because you've stolen from all of them. They know you as the fucking criminal David Schumacher. That's how they know your ass. Again, why are you trying to brag like you're a local celebrity? Like you're the local fucking weatherman. They know you because you've robbed from most of them.
But I'm up here in Massachusetts.
Evading law.
And yeah.
Two words, NBC, evading law enforcement, motherfuckers.
I had a dude recognize me in prison up here. I did a little bit up here. And beat the brakes off that dude.
So this guy said, I saw you want to catch a predator? Or like what?
So what?
I'd find that very hard to believe that like somebody recognized Schumacher from To Catch a Predator, because look at his look now as opposed to when he was on To Catch a Predator. I think he's fucking full of shit about this. What's up, J-Ax? This dude's lying is on par with his children hunting skills. It really is. Oh, what's up, Bradley Juby? I don't want to be on the news, dog. You feel me?
This guy told you that he saw you want to catch a predator? This guy that you saw, the one who
or knew
recognized
about
you?
it, or knew about it, or whatever. I don't know.
I think he's full of shit here.
All right, if you could say, not physically do anything. If you
he's not in Massachusetts right now. I think he's back in Florida, but he is in a mental is it a mental institution or I know Joey just said it. I think he's in like a psych ward.
You could say anything to the infamous Chris Hansen right now, what would you say?
I mean, I hope I say something to him in depositions. I'm gonna put that dude on a hot spot.
He gonna sue Chris Hansen.
I'm trying to go after them right now. If I could say anything to him though, I'd tell him to find a new job, like dishwashing. I'm trying to get this job he's got right now.
So David Schumacher's trying to, I guess David Schumacher's hunting down Onision.
I mean, technically, you probably did more for NBC than he ever could, because you were an entertaining segment on the show. And
I looked up Chris Hansen. He's like a beat reporter for a long time, doing little street house fire stories and stuff like that. And all of a sudden they gave him a little big. I know about Chris Hansen. I researched this fucking dude.
That's how motherfuckers start. I wasn't always the enormous YouTuber that I have become now. I used to do streams with just like 2 or 3 people and then I became a big, huge star, David Schumacher. That's how it works. He worked his way up to becoming and then, caught lightning in a bottle To Catch a Predator. That's how the shit works.
Hey, David, speaking of Chris Hansen, I just had I had another random question, like a little moment. I watched the entire episode that you were on today.
I'm pretty sure that's Mike V asking this question.
And I must say, you were the only one who exited through the front door. And I remember they were trying to direct you to the side door, but did they say anything else that we may not have seen? Like, did Chris or Ron Knight yell at you to say, "Hey, no, side door"?
Yeah. So they said, I said, "Is this door open?" They said, "No, it's broken." I said, "You're full of shit, dude. It's not broken." And
yeah, they did that to other people too.
At least he caught the door is broken. They are the worst on the spot liars. Those predators or the decoys. They are the worst. The door is broken.
The toilet isn't hooked up. The front door doesn't work. Yeah.
Nah. That motherfucker worked. I turned the key, and I exited. Exit stage left.
He remembers that.
You were the only one to do that, I must say.
Fuck yeah!
If you could transport back to your segment and you knew you were being recorded, if you could look right into the camera and say something, drop a little one-liner, what would you say?
Oh man, I would probably say Stacy Kutzler.
Sally motherfucking Wexler.
Watch out.
But you didn't know Sally motherfucking Wexler at the time. I mean, you're doing it now, but at the time, I think Heisenberg's asking you what you would have said when you were on Dateline, when you knew you were being taped. Don't tape.
For.
I thought you were going to say Jeff Stacy.
I don't know if it does or not, voice to voice.
That was much later.
There are many, as entertaining as you are, there are many more entertaining, pathetic people that were on this show that were obviously guilty. I don't know. You should definitely You should, in your spare time, check out some of these other people that they caught on the show. And I'd be interesting to hear, as somebody who was featured on the show, what you think. I wonder if you can tell just from the segment whether you think somebody is innocent or was obviously guilty. I mean, would you ever consider going back and watching any of the other segments?
Everybody guilty but me, dog.
Well, first off, I would say that experience humbles a person. I mean, before all that, if somebody says, child molester or something, they get their fucking legs broke. Now, being older and a little wiser, I just can't jump to conclusions anymore because I know. And I'm not saying that those dudes aren't fucking creeps.
It sounds like that's exactly what you're saying, Schumacher.
Because they probably are. But I don't know
David,
personally.
There's a probably the most well-known predator out there is a guy named Lauren Armstrong. Are you familiar with him?
I'm familiar with the Church of COD now. I've been watching y'all's videos.
Have you heard have you heard Lauren's telephone calls?
Yeah, I mean, Ember is it's SNL. It's Saturday Night Live. That's what it is.
Pretty much. For us it is.
Now, so what do you think of Lauren? Is he's fucking insane, isn't he?
The dude. I mean, I see a lot of singing stuff. I don't even know this dude's demeanor. I mean, but I'm looking at him. Just that y'all take a little screenshot of him and make a fucking song about him, and I just look at his image, dude. The dude's a creep.
What's up,
the dude's a creep.
I mean, he's a man like you who claims that he's innocent, but has nothing to back up that argument.
I don't know if Heisenberg did it on purpose, but Heisenberg just low key called your ass out, Schumacher. He said Heisenberg just said he's a guy like you who claims to be set up but was innocent as fuck, or I'm sorry, guilty as fuck. Nice work, Heisenberg. Heisenberg is a great. I will say. Heisenberg is really great at hosting like streams and shit and panels and shit like that. What's up, horny vegan?
Almost nothing.
I mean, isn't this dude convicted?
Yeah.
And before? And way before on some other shit?
Yeah, and he's like a sex offender for life.
No, yeah, he got 5 years in jail and is a lifetime registered sex offender. He still says he's innocent, though.
Yeah, and check this out, David. He's had to do his sex offender class. I think he's on his 3rd time because he refuses to admit, as mandated in his terms of release, that he's a sex offender and that he went to go have sex with a little girl, even though he has 407 pages of plans and like 5.
What, maybe Sally motherfucking Wexler got the Lauren too? You don't know that shit? You don't know that shit? Sally motherfucking Wexler, the girl dirty. That girl dirty. She could have wrote those 407 pages.
Phone calls of him asking a little girl if she's anxious to touch his penis, and he brought condoms and shit.
Yeah, he knew the whole time.
He's a bad guy.
It's like a phone book of sex talk.
He'd rather sell T-shirts, I think, than admit it.
Yeah,
I mean, that dude's on the internet now selling T-shirts is outrageous to me.
Right? Count your blessings. Speaking
of dudes on the internet selling T-shirts, which is outrageous, I'm selling T-shirts. A link is in the description, and all of the profit is going to go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So thank you for segueing into that, Shu.
Man, there was...
I got, but not just T-shirts. I got all kinds of gear. All kinds.
Got his own
an international religion formed around you, man.
YouTube channel. Now, David, do you have a YouTube channel?
Nah, bro. I just now figure out how to work this fucking app.
He does now. He did start one.
Who are your favorite musical artists, by the way?
NBC,
who do you listen to?
How y'all doing, NBC?
Cord Joran's Broken Dink donated $3.
Thank you, Joran.
There's a part of me that deeply appreciates that David is up on his high horse about the other predators.
I know, right? It's like, well, again, because Lauren kind of did the same shit. Like, if you asked, like, Lauren about, like, Lurch or Dustin or 3B, they're fucking sickos. Not me, though. So, I mean, that's just the Predator playbook. When you get one of these predators talking, they'll say that every other predator is a piece of shit except for them. They were framed and they're innocent, and they never even meant to do it, or that Sally motherfucking Wexler. They all have their excuses. So they all do this shit. They all do this shit.
I mean, I listen to all three different genres of music: country, rock, and rap. I mean, I can name
You're breaking up, man.
All day.
Yeah.
We're talking country.
This motherfucker be listening to some Kid Rock. David Schumacher, that's the kind of guy you're gonna find at a Kid Rock concert back in the day.
George Strait, Garth Brooks, Eminem.
You like Kid Rock?
Kid Rock is the cowboy. That's my dude.
Yeah.
What do you think
Scott?
of Crestfallen's music?
Crestfallen's fucking avatar pisses me off for the record.
Okay, so now if you're newer to the community, Crestfallen, his avatar was basically this GIF that you're seeing right now. Crestfallen particularly hated David Schumacher. Like, he did a lot of songs about David Schumacher. He did a continuing series of the Schumachers of Charlotte County, where he basically discussed all the criminal shit that him and his family is up to. He was basically, he was basically like, he went at Schumacher harder than basically anybody did.
You have rights for that avatar, don't you?
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean,
I'm going to see Future and Migos. Kodak Black went to jail, but
what's up, Andy?
You want to come to that concert? You want to go to the concert with me?
Yeah. I mean, I like Migos. I like them boys.
It's just kind of sick, though. That shit is kind of sick. Are you closer to Worcester or Boston?
I'm closer to. You asking me a question that I can't answer. I don't know what the fuck Worcester is. They say Worcester.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm hiding from the motherfucking police, dog.
Worcester, yeah.
Hey,
you closer to Worcester or Boston?
All right, we can probably go all night asking you questions, David. I think there's a couple. Ember, am I right? Are there a couple of questions that we haven't asked yet that other people submitted that they want to ask David?
Yes, there are. Some of them are kind of sensitive and some of them are kind of stupid. I'd like to know if I could have David's permission to include all of them.
I mean, you can ask me anything, and I'm not modest, and I'm a good sport. But
you're not such a great sport. It turned out.
We gotta show a little respect too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to put a little respect on his name. He's David Schumacher. Put some respect on his name.
Sure. So I'm not going to roast you, so you can tell me to move on if you don't like these. Well, the first one is, did you have a girlfriend at the time of the sting?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, and you cheated on your girlfriend?
Is she the one who you referred to in the chat as your ex, that she was a bitch?
Yeah, she was my ex recently. A couple of days, my ex. And she was a bitch. The girl tried to get me cased up on an attempted murder case.
Yeah, the girl was a bitch. She tried to get me hooked up on an attempted murder charge because I tried to strangle her. Like, what kind of bitch would do that? What kind of bitch do shit like that?
So did she lie? Did she lie in that circumstance for the attempted murder case?
No, I lost that. You fell out that part.
For the attempted murder case that she tried to put on you, so she made up a story.
What's up, chicken?
She took facts that she assumed.
How y'all
and
doing, chicken?
Sensationalized it a little bit because I was at war with her fucking stepdad, basically.
Okay.
I'm not sure why she did it. I think she did it out of spite. We were together a long time, and she was fucking pissed at me. So
I see. All right.
And because I tried to choke her. So what? I mean, just that shit's just out of spite, yo. Oh, what's up, TLI? I'm truly not trying to be on television right now, dog. Spot on. Disney girl says, tried to hook up with B and cheat on your... I know, fucking shameful. You would expect better from Schumacher, wouldn't you, Disney girl?
You ask questions that make me assume something that I don't know what her intentions, feelings were. I have no idea.
Cool. Okay. Thank you. Another one is are you aware if any of your family members have read the chat logs? And if so, did they change how they treated you after your appearance? And they read for the chat logs.
I'm from the South, so if they have read it, and they watch the show for sure. Did they read the chat logs? I don't know, but none of my family treats me any different.
Because they're all fucking criminals. Of course they don't treat you any different because you're locked up with them most of the time. Everyone in your fucking family is a goddamn criminal. It's like a Schumacher syndicate in fucking Florida.
No.
Okay, good to know.
Ember's a customer service representative voice. Yeah, that she was trying to read these horrible questions in the nicest way possible. It's a balancing act, especially with somebody as unstable as Schumacher turned out to be.
The next one is, do you still have a 6-pack, and did you have one then, or were you just trying to impress the girl?
I definitely have a lean physique. That's a yes. I definitely have it then and now.
Can we share the picture that you had on your profile without your shirt so everybody could see?
On my profile on what? Facebook?
On Facebook? Yeah, it was public for a while.
Yeah, I know it was. Y'all motherfuckers are all over my shit.
That's because you're a predator, man. We're all over predator shit. Because you shouldn't even be on the fucking. You shouldn't have been on fucking Facebook. You shouldn't have been on Yahoo at the time. So yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry, Shu, that we're taking an interest on what predators do when they're online. Our bad.
Mr. GG has a question after this.
I got nothing to hide. You can show them pictures.
All right. Thank you. Mr. GG?
Oh, yeah. Hi, David. I was going to ask you real quick concerning Chris Hansen. I don't know if it's been brought up yet because, like I said, I've been getting constantly booted. But I don't know if you're aware, but Chris has actually recently came out with a new investigation called Hansen vs. Predator that is very similar to Catch a Predator, where he sets up a sting to catch potential child predators. And this is very recent, like within the last couple months. So I was wondering if you had an opinion on that.
Oh, I know the show. Crime Watch Daily is on there. That's why earlier I said I'm coming for that job too. I think this dude should be discredited. I think Chris Hansen and the
so yeah, Chris Hansen should be discredited. They need a host with some more credibility, like the fine, upstanding citizen, David Schumacher. You think they're going to pivot from Chris Hansen to David Schumacher?
The people he has allowed himself to be in cahoots with. I think that should.
Yeah, CBD and push up. That's a great point. Makes photos viewable to the
discredit
public.
This dude.
Surprised public is interested in him, dude. You David you were on To Catch a Predator, man.
I mean, Brian Williams got kicked off.
Yeah, Disney Girl. I did mention that earlier in my stream. If you want a really good deep dive into David Schumacher, both his footage and in particular his chat log, check out Zoe Mauve, old school lornographer / TCapper. Zoe Mauve did a great job with the Schumacher chat logs, the role playing chat logs, dude.
Off the fucking nightly news for making a joke on late night TV. Everybody knew it was a joke. This dude, Chris Hansen,
How y'all doing, NBC?
How
y'all doing, Michael?
Called Michael Thompson donated $5. Almost missed this stream, but luckily I'm all over your mother effers.
I'm glad you are, Michael. Thank you so much. Yeah, close one, Michael. We still got a good 20 minutes or so left. So I appreciate that, Michael.
This is a joke. dude's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I miss Zolomov.
No one's going to argue with the fact that there's some controversy that swells around Chris Hansen. And funny you bring up Brian Williams. You're right. Like, if we're going to hold our news anchors to the standard that they have to be perfect human beings all the time who only tell the truth, like, why should we ever excuse somebody who, does something fucking stupid like manipulate evidence or cheat on their wife? Or both, or
I don't personally think that. Me personally, I don't think that cheating on your wife necessarily discredits a person in their professional life. However, the things I know about Chris Hansen as a whole, I know the dude's a clown.
What does he do clownish?
Well, no, I mean he's supposed to be a reputable.
So the guy who pulled his shirt over his head and then put a cap on is calling Chris Hansen a clown.
He's broadcast on prime time. This dude's supposed to be he's the Lester Holt of that time. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know what the fuck that means. He's the Lester Holt of that time. Like, what is the clownish behavior? If you want to, hey, I've badmouthed Chris Hansen plenty of times. Chris Hansen has done some clown shit, but the stuff that you're describing is just doing news anchor shit.
So to allow him to go unanswered for this bullshit with the perverted justice that he allowed, I just think that somebody needs to call him on it.
And that someone is
where do you
David
see yourself?
Schumacher.
I feel like I'm interviewing you for a job, but I want to know, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I mean, I'm being
Good night,
me.
CBD.
I'm be on the porch smoking weed, not wanting to go to work tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Same.
Yeah, that's what we all want to be doing, but fucking Schumacher living that life. So props to you for living the dream, Schumacher.
Who else? Let's wrap this up soon. Everybody should ask one more question.
So, okay, I guess this wasn't the one that Crestfallen is on, because it does wrap up pretty soon. So there was another one where it was him versus Crestfallen, but I don't think it's probably not this one.
And we'll start to wrap it up.
What's up,
David? This is Joey. I'm going to reach out to you on Facebook. I would love to send you some pictures of some of the guys that you were arrested with and get some info on those guys. And that's all I got, man.
Joey, you got to be careful sending pictures to Schumacher's Facebook. You got to be careful with that shit, Joey. I don't know if you're still here, Joey. If you are, you can please let me know.
All right.
Oh my God, Emily! It has been a long time. How are you? So I've not been very present for years in the TCap community, but this video title stopped me in my tracks. Emily, you remember this? You remember when because Emily, you go back a long time. You remember when they were doing the CawdCast?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking I need a.
This was like, it was almost like it was almost like Pokemon Go, where we were collecting predators, and like we had talked to Lorne. I think they had just started talking to Stanley, Schumacher here. So yeah, it was. Oh, okay. There, Joey's still here. Hey, Joey, let me know if you're cool with the story that you told me.
Different Facebook account because the stuff's got.
Well, set up a different one. Set up a Freebird 72,000 and you can use that one.
It's not taken, huh?
Whatever. Set up anything.
I already copyrighted it, Schumacher. So yeah, you got to pay me if you want to use that. You better go steal some fucking. You better go steal some more shit, because I got all kinds of copyrights.
Joe Schmo, whatever you want.
I bet you my domain name.
And I do want to throw a shout out. Emily and I we did. It has nothing to do with To Catch a Predator, but we did like a horror movie podcast, and it's still on my channel. So yeah, check out That was like, damn, I just started doing videos. So yeah, I did like a horror movie podcast. It was fucking cool as fuck.
So are all taken. I just no.
No, you can use multiple ones. There's probably 100 David Schumachers on there, man.
Yeah, but when you search David Schumacher To Catch a Predator, there's only one.
Final question to David is, David, what is your drink of choice when you go out to the bar?
I mean, am I gonna get shitty drunk or drunk?
Go ahead and answer for both of those.
I drink Bud Light, but
I know a guy who drinks a lot of Bud Light.
I've had plenty of nights with Jose. Me and fucking.
I was simping back
Erkin
then.
Jerk. Y'all don't know what that is.
I'm still simping. I'm simping for I'm simping for all the people who are content creators and all of you. But I simp for you, Drive.
Easy Jesus. That's that fucking just cheap liquor getting drunk.
You drink Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No, I can't do it.
Hey.
I can't do that.
No peepers? No peepers?
What's wrong with PBR?
Nothing, but it's not my
Nasty.
thing.
That's what's wrong with it.
It's a beverage.
I'll drink some Bush.
Is Jose the guy that always asked Lauren to use the phone? I don't know, DJ Payne. I thought it was Silent Rick.
Ice Bush Light.
Oh, Bud Light and Pabst Blue Ribbon are two different things. Hey, David, what's your bench press?
Yeah, I don't know. At least my weight. I'm lazy these days, though.
All right.
I don't know.
Bud Light. Yeah, this is not between Lauren and Schumacher. This is not a great advertisement for Bud Light. They might want to pull that Super Bowl ad where it was David Schumacher and Lauren enjoying a Bud Light.
At least my weight. I weigh about 205 right now. Probably put up 250 with a gun in my head.
Hey David,
doubled.
Hey David, I don't have a final question, but I would actually love for you. I know you said you've been watching Ember's content lately. I would actually love for you to check out my content under Mr. Gigi. I covered you, but to be completely honest, I don't remember what I said about you. And if you do watch it in advance, I apologize. But like I said, the only information I had was from Dateline. So you're over here, defending yourself. So like I said, so it could be biased, but I'd love for you to check it out regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to check all that shit.
I bet he had already seen it, Mr. GG. I bet he had already seen your the Predator Chronicles. That shit was iconic because like if you did a To Catch a Predator search, that was always like popping off in like the top of the searches. I mean, again, that shit was iconic. Oh, thank you, Kelpill. So Kelpill put in the chat. That's the link to the CawdCast with Schumacher and Crestfallen. Definitely check that out. It's crazy. It's very antagonistic. Crestfallen really goes at Schumacher in that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Kelpill. In fact, I'm gonna pin that in the chat. Okay.
Shit out.
And maybe I'll cover that another time. We got like 10 minutes, dog.
Plus, he needs the subs.
Yeah, I really do. That's all I got, dude.
Kayla, do you have a question? Because I have a short and then a short and silly and then a serious one.
No, you go ahead.
All right. So the short and silly, the last one I wanted to pick is what's up with the dreadlocks?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a bad look.
I did that out of fucking spite. I hate these white boys in this fucking state. Piss me off. I hope y'all fucking broadcast this right here. I fucking hate white boys in Massachusetts. And I did that shit to be like, what? That's what I did it for.
We have corn.
Stick it to the man, Schumacher.
Rows to look forward to in the future.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's making a statement.
It's getting hot,
Schumacher.
It's getting hot. I might cut him off.
It's getting
That's
hot.
true.
How come?
David, what's your favorite movie?
I only started watching TV and movies recently. recently, but I got some old favorites. I probably like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was certain that he was going to say Scarface. I was certain that he was going to say Scarface.
You know, I like Johnny
I would have lost quite a bit of money if I was betting on that.
Depp's he's fucking character. I mean, I don't really watch movies. I don't really sit down that long.
All right, Ember has
All right.
more question.
So, this is from the community, and I chose it because we didn't want you to get away from us without being thrown a hardball question and see what your reaction would be. So, it's been noted that your rap sheet has quite a few convictions, and those
He
who
got all
believe
kinds of charges.
that those convictions were pled down, and in reality you had really committed the crime with which you were initially charged, they would say that you are violent and dangerous in society anyway, no matter what you can provide to us about the wife. What would be your response to that?
Am I a violent, dangerous person?
Do you contribute to society, or are you a menace to society?
Nah, listen, I pay taxes. I don't rob people.
Not so true. Not exactly the truth. Maybe you pay taxes. I doubt that, but you don't rob people. Your rap sheet is covered with it's all robberies. That's all you fucking do is rob people.
I don't I protect my people though with extreme prejudice.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Protect myself. This thing. Do I contribute to society? I think so. I like to think.
He does look like James Franco. He does have that James Franco in Spring Breakers look. That's exactly what he looks like, Farmer.
So, I pay taxes like everybody else does.
He's got scruples.
Thank you for that. That's all I got tonight.
David, thank you so much for joining us. This has been so enlightening. I mean, a month ago I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, he pays taxes. He pays taxes when he buys cigarettes. I gotta pay taxes when I buy cigarettes. I don't steal things, but this go-kart is definitely stolen. The guy steals fucking go-karts.
Actually having the opportunity to talk to you, but
the guy steals go-karts and fucking rakes. He's the worst fucking criminal.
Thank you for
David,
thanks for joining.
Thanks for being a sport and answering our questions. That was helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool how you put up with us and shit in our
questions.
Really.
Do you want to, David, before you go, do you want to pull your shirt up over your head and say...
Y'all won't get another avatar. But I will say that I think that all of y'all have been restrained. I would say that y'all restrained yourself in the interest of clarity. So I appreciate that.
No.
So will you be able to join us on?
They restrain themselves in the interest of getting you to fucking talk. That's why they restrained themselves, Schumacher. It wasn't for clarity, because all of them, everybody on that panel and everybody in this chat and everybody in that chat knew that you were fucking full of shit and you were making excuses. They restrained themselves to get you to keep making excuses because it's fucking funny.
On Sunday, then, for hip-hop trivia and another round of questions from people who will be bewildered, but you might be able to appear to answer more.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that I have these documents from, report from federal agents on this hard drive and all that by then. I'm waiting on the mail. And I definitely want to present that.
Well, thank you very much.
Weed has changed his evil ways. Weed has changed his wicked ways, Dark Atheist.
Looking forward to it. Any final announcements? One from my end is that there's a very exciting Lorne Armstrong documentary.
Yeah.
Hit YouTube waves. It's
Clap, clap, clap.
been several months. It's been several months in the process, but a small disclaimer, it is part one of what will probably be a several-part series. I'd like to thank Joey. I'd like to thank Sam. I'd like to thank Ember. And I'd like to thank Based Shaman, wherever he is, for participating in this project. And it's going to be a great little tiny film that will hopefully bring home some Oscars next year. I'm pretty proud of it. But like I said, it's only part one, and you guys can look forward to many parts in the future. That's what's going on my end. You guys can expect to see that uploaded to the Heisenberg White channel sometime within the next couple of days.
Sounds very interesting. Forward to seeing it.
I don't know, Drive. I haven't talked to Church of CawdCast. That's not the documentary that that Heisenberg is describing. I think he was continuing with the Rose Kiss Smiley documentary. I think that's what Heisenberg was referring to there. But the Church of CawdCast story, I don't know. I haven't talked to I haven't talked to Church of CawdCast story, so I don't know where that. What's the status of that documentary? I'm really excited for it, though. I hope it still comes to fruition because, like from what I saw, it was a lot of good shit.
Well, as a matter of fact, it is very interesting.
Oh.
Well, I think we should wrap it up here, and everybody should promote their channel. Except, don't promote your own channel. You have to promote somebody else's channel.
Promote Clobbering Time's channel.
In whoever's in the group. So you can't promote your own channel. So go
I'd
ahead.
like to thank Clava. I'd like to thank.
Mortal Kombat. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Somebody go next.
I like to advertise my channel. It's under Joey's TCap channel, also known as Joey Jeremiah. Sometimes it depends what you search, honestly. But
yeah. So that's basically it. That was the last of Schumacher. He pops off. So yeah, and that's it for this stream. I can, if you want, play the video of Schumacher's brother getting eaten by a dog. if you want to see that, I'll play that if you guys want. Then I'm gonna hop off. Not a prince but a duke. What's up? Not a prince but a duke. Okay, I have it here. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go. Make sure you check out Heisenberg is going to be streaming tonight with Vexy and Callie. They're going to be covering some Joran stuff. Heisenberg's got a new series that he's working out. So check out Heisenberg later tonight. And of course, I again thank you again to Joey for sharing that audio with me. If you're not subscribed to Joey's TCap, I can't imagine that anybody who watches my channel is not subscribed to Joey. But if you're not, subscribe to Joey. No, David, I don't think we did get confirmation yet. Okay, so here I'm gonna wrap up with this. This is where Schumacher's brother got eaten by a heroic police dog.
Wanted to stick the dog on somebody, saw that this was his opportunity, and he did it.
This video of a Punta Gorda police officer releasing his canine on someone is raising questions tonight about whether it's an example of excessive force. The dog, named Spirit, was ordered to attack a man when he was stopped for a traffic stop on his bicycle.
Spirit,
now
you're the
that
real
bicyclist is suing for his injuries. Now the officer is still on duty, even though some are calling for him to be fired. For In Your Corner, Sam Sosa speaking to the Punta Gorda police chief today to try and get some answers. She's live in the studio. Sam?
Amy, the officer in this video was pulled over, or he pulled over the man because he didn't have a light on his bike, and it ended with the man being
more dumb shit that the Schumachers do. This guy got pulled over for not having a light on his bike. The Schumachers are the worst fucking criminals. They're just the worst.
airlifted to the hospital. Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis tells me they changed their policies concerning canine officers after the incident.
On the bike, stop now and send the dog.
This dash cam footage shows an officer stopping a shirtless, shoeless man on a bike in October.
And of course, like the Schumachers are those dudes who show up on cops, shirtless, no shoes, drunk, disoriented. Like the trailer trash that shows up on cops, it's the Schumachers.
26-year-old Richard Schumacher
What's
was
up, Joe-
seriously
Joe
hurt during the
Unisphere?
arrest. Officer Lee Cole yells, "Stop now or I'll release the dog," and then sounds his sirens.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I guess it really depends. But when it happens to a Schumacher, I'm not really that broken up about it because he was doing some fucking dirty shit.
On your knees, do it now.
He tells him to get on his knees, and Schumacher, who was drunk at the time, gives him the finger before eventually getting on his knees. When he refuses to get down on his face, the dog lunges toward him.
Down, do it now. Get down. Pocket. Pocket. Get on.
You can see the dog pull at Schumacher's armpit, lasting around 2 minutes. He's suing the department for use of excessive force.
I wonder what ever happened to that case. I mean, because like it really was like. I don't want to this was a little much. I mean, like he was already down, but again, it's a Schumacher, so I don't really give a shit. But I do think that this was probably a little much.
Here's where the issue comes about.
Hey, old
that in the
Roy.
officer's report, he indicates that he engaged my client physically.
Yeah,
and
on the ground. Get on the ground.
Then sucked the dog on him. And if you listen to the video, you'll hear this beeping noise. That's when the dog is released. That's when the dog attacks my client, and that's when the officer physically engages my client.
Canine Officer Spirit was suspended, but the human officer wasn't.
You suspended the dog, but not the cop. I wonder how the dog took his suspension.
Exploded on social media this weekend, and people are calling for Cole to be fired. But Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis tells me Officer Cole didn't break any department policies.
Yeah, it was the dog's fault. What the fuck? You guys suspended the fucking dog for this?
Decision making
Hey, one of those weirdos.
in this particular instance did not warrant discipline. We provided the officer extra training. Like I said, we switched trainings, and then of course we restricted that policy to make sure that his decision making in the future is in accordance to the way we want to do business.
Since the incident,
justice for Spirit.
Chief Lewis called for an outside investigation, but admits the suspect wasn't aggressive.
He has some irrational behavior where he punches the ground with his bare fists.
That's not
there's
aggressive?
some profanity, but being physically aggressive at some point, I did not see that.
He was those Schumachers were just all full of meth. Like, I don't know, man. I guess I'm back and forth on this. Role-playing dog bite, man.
The chief says canine officers won't be used in a situation like Schumacher's
Yeah,
arrest.
the dog was just following orders.
Again, from now on, a canine cop can only be used if the handler is involved in physical combat.
I think he wasn't fully complying with the officer, but at no time was he a threat to that officer.
Officer Cole and Canine Officer Spirit have since been reunited and are working together again. But Cole has received
that's good
death
news.
threats
Call
since the
Emma.
video went viral.
Call Emma.
Live in the studio, Sam Sosa, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Sam.
Yeah, please follow up on what happened to Spirit. All right, everybody, I'm gonna hop on off here. I appreciate everybody who hung out with me again today. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow or Monday or both. What I gotta do? I gotta do another. I got another Muse stream that I would like to do because Muse is fucking triggering the fuck out of me right now. And then maybe a Joran stream, and then I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break from YouTube for a while. I got some IRL shit going on, so I'll probably be gone for a little bit. But it won't be for very long. Maybe a week or maybe even just a few days. But I guess it will kind of depend. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get in as many streams as I can between now and then. So all right, I appreciate everybody hanging out with Old Clobber tonight. Thank you to everybody who donated. Again, check out Joey's TCap channel. Check out my man Rob, who who did the opening intro, and check out my boy Heisenberg in about an hour, I think. is going to be doing some Jorn shit. So, oh, and big shout out! Check out my videos with Emily. I think that's like some of the better shit that I did on YouTube, because like it wasn't To Catch a Predator. I wasn't saying the same old shit that I say all the time. And Emily was great as always. So yeah, big ups to Emily. I am a little bit of an Emily simp. All right, guys. So yeah, I'll hopefully catch you this either tomorrow or Monday or both. Hey, Black Swordsman. I want your badge and your collar. Turn over your collar, Spirit. Goodbye, my precious princesses.